I don't seem to be able to record. All the sessions being recorded. Sorry, someone's doing it for me.
No, your organizer, you can record. You can start recording. Yes, it's getting recorded. Fine. Okay. Yes. The other day, we worked with one scanner class to input data, and we use it one system.in, system.out. Okay, and also I think we worked with try catch blocks.
We did, yes.
Okay. So, I mean, we were looking into these, and apart from this, we have looked into data types like character type of data, then byte data, also short integer, then integer, other one is long integer, float data, one more is double data, the last one is Boolean.
Array.
Okay, so these are what primitive types. What I put here are nothing but primitive types. Apart from this, we have reference type of data, or we call it as object type of data. So in that, we have string or string buffer, and one more is string builder. The difference between string and string buffer: string is immutable, string buffer is mutable. That means once you create the string buffer object, the contents can be modified, but with string you cannot do that. This is the difference between the string and string buffer. String builder. String buffer and string builder, they are same, but string buffer is having the, say, thread safety. String builder does not have thread safety. When we work with web applications at that time, you can understand the difference between these two as far as thread safety is concerned. Right now, you think that string buffer, string builder belong to same type of data. Both of data in both of them can be modified, and both are mutable, whereas string is immutable. Okay, the content in the string cannot be modified, whereas string buffer, string builder content can be modified. And apart from this, we talked about arrays. Arrays are aggregate homogeneous data. For example, you take actually an organization. In that organization, suppose you have some 10,000 employees. Suppose you are writing some program, payroll related application you are writing. So in such cases, you cannot create 10,000 variables. So creating 10,000 variables is going to be a very tough task. Instead of that, you can create one array. In that, you can give size as 10,000, and by using just one name, you can actually manage 10,000 variables. So that is nothing but array. Array is basically aggregate homogeneous data. It uses actually continuous memory locations. Contiguous memory locations are used by the arrays. Arrays can be one-dimensional, it can be two-dimensional, it can be even multi-dimensional. Okay, and other thing is here, string buffer, string is immutable, string buffer is what exactly? It is mutable. You can mute the string object. We have seen these things. Apart from that, we have another class called as date class. So using date class, you can manage the date and time. You can manage both date and time with the help of the date class. Also, we have one more class called simple text formatter. There is a class called simple text formatter. With the help of that, you can actually format the text. Sorry, simple date format it is, not text format. Simple date formatter. Simple date format, you have a class. With the help of that, you can format the given date. When you talk about date, you have many data in the date. One is day, one is month, one is year, one can be seconds, one can be minutes, one can be hours. Also, you can have milliseconds. All of them you can manage with the help of the simple date format. we have a predefined class called a SimpleDate format. With the help of that, you can actually manipulate the date. Okay, you have a date class. With the help of that, you can create date object. That is fine. But whenever you want to retrieve data from date, with the help of SimpleDate format, you can be manipulating data. That means in printing, suppose you want to print character day of the week, you can print with the help of the SimpleDate format mechanism. Also, you want to print only the month, day and year. So in such case, you can go with month, day and year only. So all those you can do with the help of the SimpleDate format. So regarding this, we are going to discuss. Apart from this, we talk about actually the loops. Now first we go with the conditional statements. The next thing is here loops. So in the loops you have a while loop, then you have do while loop. Another one is for loop, and one more is actually for each. We have this many loops. We are going to work with them. As far as conditional statements are concerned, we have if condition. One more thing is switch case. Okay, so on these we are going to work. Already we know about scanner object. Scanner is a class. With the help of that, we can create a scanner object. With the help of that, we can input data. From keyboard, you can enter data. It can be integer data, it can be string data, it can be float data. Whatever data we want to input, we can input with the help of the scanner object. Okay, then next thing is what we have seen the primitive types. Also, we have seen even the string type. Today we are going to work with actually first of all if condition, then switch case, then we go into the loops. Also we use here date class. With that we can do. You had any time to go through any of these? Have you searched in the internet, Philip, for these things?
I understand what you've done really, so I'm fine about it.
Okay. Fine. So this was, I think, the last program we created. Using this, we were calculating simple interest. This was a program. With the help of that, we were calculating simple interest. So here with the try-catch block, what is happening? The code is a little bit confusing because when you look at the code, it is not properly indented. Now I right click on this, then go to source, and from this I go to the correct indentation. Right click on this again. I just go to say the source. I want to go with the indentation in this. So when I say indent, it should move towards right side, but it's not moving. So let me move this here. I myself am going to move this towards right side a little bit. That looks better in that case. Okay. So here it is. We declared here three variables: amount, ROI, duration, and on above this line number 9 we created a scanner object which is actually referring system.in, which is nothing but keyboard. Then here using system.out.println we are giving a prompt like please enter principal amount, then please enter rate of interest, please enter duration, then appropriately we read data. So once we read data, we calculate it using this formula here. Amount multiplied with ROI multiplied with duration divided by 100, we calculate it here, we get simple interest. After that, we are printing the simple interest here. Okay, so at the end, we close the scanner object. Due to any reason, if we don't enter correct data, we need to catch that. Otherwise, system is going to crash. System in the sense application crashes. So some important data you will lose in that process. So for that, what we do, we use the try-catch block. With the help of that, we handle the exceptions. Exceptions always may not occur, but user may type something wrong. In that case, that can be an exception. So in order to handle exceptions, here I am using try-catch block. With the help of that, I can handle the exceptions. So this is what exactly, it's a program. Using that, We are reading data from keyboards, and we here get the simple interest, which is formula we print, we get the result, and we are going to print ultimately. Okay, so here we saw how scanner object is working. Similarly, how we can use this system.out.println. Okay, also we have seen try catch block, how they are working. Further today we move into, as I told, first of all we look into strings. What is exactly string? We look into that. Then followed by we look into string buffer, string builder with a debug. I write it as string manipulation. This is going to be string manipulation, finish. This is the project I created, and I have a folder structure like SRC, and it's adding here system library, J2EE. Then here I want to create a class. I want to go with a new class here. It is going to use default package. Package is going to be here default. Then I am not specifying any particular package here, so I'm not giving any name. Automatically it uses default package. Here I try to put some name, string manipulator. So this is a string manipulator in which I have a main method. I choose here public static void main. This is going to be the starting point of the application. It is here application starting point. Now I want to use certain libraries like scanner I want to use. So in order to use scanner class, I require here some names, the package name. So the package is here import followed by java.util.star. Whatever public class are available in the util package, I can access them. Similarly, go with the import here java.text. There is a package called text actually. So text we take star. I'm going to use all the public classes of the text package. Also, I'm going to use the public packages of public class of util package. I can access all those things. I may not be using all of them, but I can use, since I added on the top the name, the package name. So whatever public class are available, I can use. Now in this, I just declared a string variable, string str. So this is a new, this is a string, like this I put. So it's nothing but this is a string. This is string is nothing but it's a string constant, string literal. When we declare a string variable like this, the JVM, Java Virtual Machine, is going to create this string in the pool of in the string pool constant. It's going to be creating this as a constant and it's going to put in the JVM string pool of constants. That means only one object will be created. How many times you declare string and whenever you assign same value, automatically existing value can be referred there. Here, once again I try to write string s1, this is equal to here, this is a string again I put. Both of them refer same object here because I am using same constant. So this is called as string pool of constants. Once I create here string, it's going to be kept in the constants pool. So once again, if you try to use same string by using some other variable, you can access only that data, and here you don't have two different objects. But if I go like this, string some s2 I put here, I may create another object, new string followed by here I specify, I'm going to specify here the name, the content in this. What is happening here? I created another object. All the three contain same data, but what is happening here? I am assigning constants, but here what I do exactly? I created an object. Okay, str s1 are going to be same, but str and s2 are not same. s1 and s2 are not same. These two are different. They refer different locations in the memory. str and s1 refer the same location, whereas s1 and s2, what happens here? s1 refers one location, s2 refers another location. Since I created a new object using string, so here it is not part of actually string pool of constants. It's going to create its own string object here. So therefore, str and s2 are different, s1 and s2 are different, but str and s1 are going to be same. Okay, str and s1 are going to be same. Reason, they refer the same locations. And to compare objects, you can write like this. So here write system dot out dot println. I put here both strings are, then here I put a plus symbol followed by, I want to use here conditional operator, like this I write str equal to, it is what exactly s1, if they are same, it should print same, else it should print here not same. Okay, it should print not same. Similarly, I try with S1 and S here, STR and S2. They should not be same. If they are same, there is no meaning in that. So therefore, STR and S1 are same, but here STR and S2 are not same. Let us see how that works. So what it says here, both strings are same. Oh, something is wrong. S has come in this. Okay. Both strings are same and not same. Once again, when I run, I can exactly get it. So in the first case, it says even H is missing. So both strings are same in the first case. In the second case, it says both strings are not same. Once again, I run this. So for this, it is showing the strings are same because this is str and s1, both are referring here a constant value. But here s2 is referring another object. So therefore, definitely they cannot be same. So using here equality operator, we can compare the two objects. You are comparing here two objects. str, s1, they refer the same object. Therefore, they are true. But when you try to compare str with s2, definitely they are not same. So therefore, it prints it as not same. Philip, understood this point?
Yeah, straightforward. Makes sense. You basically got constants and variables.
Yes.
And that's about it.
So next thing is, let us look into actually certain string functions. What functions are available in the string? Let us see. If you type str dot, you have so many functions available in this. Something like length. When you use length function, what exactly it does? It can print how many strings are in, how many characters are in that. Okay, how many characters are available in the given string? I can find out with that. So I use this system.out.println, then I want to print here the characters. Number of chars in here I put str is, then here I can put plus again, then I go with the str, then dot, it is length. So using length, I can find out how many characters are there in the given string. So this should say now how many characters it is here. 4, then 2, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus this is 4, 2. This is nothing but here 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 6, 13 plus 3, 16 characters I should have in that. So when I run, what I get now? It is saying 16 characters. Number of chars in this string is 16. So here it's getting added. Therefore, you can put in double quotes using here the escape sequence mechanism. Here also you can put the escape sequence mechanism again in this. You can take this, then put like this. Now it is going to be shown in the double quotes. You can see number of characters in this is the string is 16. It is saying, it's saying here this as 16. So okay, it's showing it as 16 characters for us. Using length function, we can find out how many characters are in that. So here next thing is str dot. Other functions are like trim. With the help of trim, actually, you can remove leading and trailing spaces. You can remove with the help of the trim function. Also, you have here starts with, whether the given string is starting with the given other substring or not, you can find out. So these are going to be few different methods. With the help of that, you can perform various operations on the given string. You can convert it to uppercase, you can convert it to lowercase. So like that you can be doing here. Let us work with some trim here. So how we can trim, see in that. I define another string some str new, this equal to, I put 2 spaces and a string. Like this I put, and a string, I am creating here one string constant. After this, I just want to print here, system dot, then out dot println here. The string contains, okay, here contains plus we put here, then write str new, then dot, it is length, plus number of characters. So it's going to print how many characters are there in the given string. But this time what I do, I go with another string. String str n equal to, I write it as str new dot trim. When I trim, I can be getting another string. I'm trimming here. So when I trim here, it should be showing only, it should not show same number of characters. It should show plus number of characters. After trimming,
String n should be a constant as well, shouldn't it?
Yes, I put it, I change it. So here it is, after trimming, here it should be n instead of, okay, it should print now how many characters in this. So first it says 17 characters, but next time it says how much, 13 number of characters. So three spaces are getting trimmed here. So with the help of trim function, we can actually remove both leading as well as trailing spaces. Okay. Also, as you know, you have many functions. With the help of that, you can do many things. Like we try to print one more thing. System dot, then out dot println. Okay. Given string starts with, given string starts with, this is what exactly the last what I created is an string. Okay. Here we go with the plus, followed by, here it is strn, then dot. Oh, the problem is here with this. Here right, strn, then dot. You can say here starts with. You have here starts with. We can go with the prefix here. Prefix is exactly what I am. Okay. This is going to give us a true or false value. It's giving Boolean value. Therefore, we put question mark. So here, so we put a question mark. Then here we say it as is correct. So else we say it as incorrect. Next we put a colon here, then write is incorrect. Okay, so like this we are going to make it. Close the bracket and everything should be fine in that case. Okay. So whether it's going to start with am, I am, because the string I am a string is the string we created. After that, what we have done, we are actually here trimming the spaces. Leading spaces have been removed totally. It's going to contain now here the removed spaces. A new string is formed here. That is in the strn. So strn is going to be starting with now I space am. So therefore, it should be printing here is correct. It cannot print as is incorrect. What it says here, given string starts with I am is correct. Because it is starting with I am, therefore it's printing it as correct. You can use here starts with. So in the same manner, we have other things like uppercase, lowercase. Here see system dot, then out dot println. You can convert into uppercase, strn, then dot, you do with the two lowercase. Everything will be getting converted into lowercase. In the same manner, you can try with uppercase also. So here it is to uppercase. Dot followed by to uppercase. So you can convert into uppercase also there. So let us see how this works now. It's printing everything in the lowercase letters. I am a string and I am a string. So first one is lowercase, second one is uppercase. Like this we can be using here strings. We are using here the equal symbol to compare two strings. But at times what happens, you have to compare the content inside that, whether it's containing same content or not. So for that purpose, you can use compare to. With the help of that you can do there. So here write once again system dot then out dot println both. We write here both contain same data. Okay, then followed by here we take str then dot. We can go with the compare to. Str we have taken there, str dot compare to you have here. We have here compare to. With this we can compare it. Compare to, what is the another string we have here? That is going to be, okay, that is going to be here. This is a string. I can take s2, with that I would like to print it, whether they contain data or not. So we can go with here s2. Another string is nothing but here s2 I take, with s2 I try to compare. So it should print the true or false value. This is what here s2 I take here. Then followed by a question mark. Okay, here it is true. Else what we put here colon, then this is going to be here false. You can put like that. So either true or false we are going to be keeping it. So try to use here some brackets. Okay, you put brackets here, here also you close with proper bracketing, then it should give correct result. str dot compare to. Okay, and here you should try to find out the result. If it is 0 or not. If it is 0, in such case they are same, otherwise they are not same. So both contain same data. Is true or is false, like that it's going to be printing for us. So here I put is also. Here what it prints, both contain same data. Is false or is true, like that we can get. Just run this now. So it says both contain same data is true. But if you look at the top, when you try to compare two objects, what was happening there? It was giving error. What it was saying, actually both strings are not same. For the second one it's same. Okay, whenever you look at objects, definitely they are same, they are different, but content inside that is going to be same there. So it's looking for actually whether they contain same content or not. When they contain same content, it's going to be returning a true value or false value, depending on the data there. If data is same, it prints true, otherwise it prints here false. So this is what exactly compare to. So with the help of compare to method, you can be comparing the strings. Okay. So next thing is here, suppose you have here str dot, if I say, and if I try to change the content in this. Okay, here I have caret only. I don't have actually character, set character that I don't have. only I can retrieve data from the given position. Even I cannot use it as an array also. If I put like this also, it is wrong. So using char at only, we can be managing it. So if you come here, then followed by char at. You have only char at here. You don't have any set char at. That means what, once string is created, you cannot modify any content inside that. So that's why we call it as string is here immutable. So it's not mutable, whereas string builder is going to be a mutable object. If you look at string builder, that can be muted. So let me print here a string builder object. Let me create here string builder. SB, this is equal to here new string builder. Then here I put some text. Hello is going to be the word. I'm creating something like this. So this is nothing but here string builder object I created. String builder SB equal to new string builder hello I have given. Okay. Suppose further I would like to add something. I can add here. But if you look at STR, if you try to add something STR dot, we don't have anything like append there. Okay. So therefore that cannot be modified. New content cannot be modified. But here in this you can do it. Take here SB dot followed by append. You have here append. Okay. So here write welcome to Java. Like this I can be adding another string to this. So this is what here exactly mutable object. That means content inside that can be modified. If you would like to modify, you can modify the content inside that. So that's why we call it as a mutable object. String builder is mutable object. But string is not mutable. So once you create string object, you cannot modify. So that's why it is called as immutable, and a string builder is here mutable. Now let us try to print it. System dot out dot println. Here write. So I just want to print here SB dot toString. I want to convert into string here. Then I want to print SB dot toString. I'm taking here, convert to string and try to display it. What happens, see. So in the SB we had hello, but later on what we have done, hello, welcome to Java we added. So when you print it, it should print for us, hello, welcome to Java. So in the bottom it's printing, hello, welcome to Java. So like this, what is happening here, it is concatenating two strings. Append is nothing but here, concatenating. So string builder is what here, it is a mutable object, whereas string is immutable object. So this is the basic difference between the string and string builder. Philip, these things you followed?
Straightforward, makes sense.
Yes. So similar to that, you have a string buffer also. Even you can manage the string buffer also in the same manner. Now let us move into date class. Okay, another project we try to do here, date manipulation. This is going to be another project. We create here a new date project in this. I just close this here. This is going to be date manipulation. New class I create my dates. Put something like this, then public static void main. Like this, I'm going to create here my dates class. In this, I can be managing the dates. In order to manage date, import java.util. .star. Utility package I'm including here. Similarly, import java.text.star also put inside this. Like this, I'm using here two different packages. In one, you have date method. In another one, simple date format. With that, now we are going to manipulate things. First of all, what I do, I can create here some date. Date object D, this is equal to new date. I can create here current date and time. So new date gets created based on the current date and time. In the system, what is current date and time? As per that, we create here date object. Now let us try to print it. System dot then out dot println. Here we write object D, then dot, here it is toString input. So we are going to convert into string in this. Now what result we get see here inside this? It says here Saturday, January 27th, 14:05:22 IST. It's giving here. So like this, what is happening? We create a date object. It's going to contain current date and time. When I create the object, what is the date and time? It's going to take into consideration. Okay, so using date object, you can do it. But suppose user would like to give his or her own date and time, how to take it, so how to read it. So for that purpose, we have actually simple date format. With the help of that, you can do it. Right now, we are getting only system date. But suppose we have to read from keyboard our own date and time. How to do that? How to read it? So let us try to create some simple date format class. With the help of that, let us try to input data from the keyboard. Okay, so this is what, when you go with the date object d equal to new date, it's creating a date object with the current date and time. Right now, whatever date and time you have, with it we are creating. Okay, but suppose what happens most of the time, we may not be depending on system time. We may have to enter our own date and time. So in such cases, with the help of simple date format and using this date class, you can manage it. Getting my point? Philip?
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
Okay. So let me create here now simple date format. With that, we can do it. Okay. So first of all, I require here some scanner class. I just comment this. Okay. First of all, I require here simple date format class. So this is nothing but here simple date format. Using that I can do simple date format object SDF. This is new simple date format. Okay, then here inside this I specify month, day and year. I can put here MM followed by DDYY. I can put there. Okay, I can be putting that particular thing. So it can be DDMMYY notation. With that we can do, or we can go with the MMDDYY notation. MM/DD then /YYYY. So like this, I want to create here simple date format. I created here simple date format object. Now I have to read from keyboard. In order to read from keyboard, I need to create some scanner objects. Scanner object scan is equal to here new scanner object. Then here it is system.in. It's going to be here system.in. It is referring here the keyboard. Okay. So what happened here? I created a scanner object. Now I have to format the given string. So therefore here I write date d1 equal to, here what I do, I can go with object. Before that I print in this way system dot then out dot println. Please enter date in MMDD then YYY notation. So in this notation you have to enter month first, then followed by day, and then followed by year. You have to enter date and date in this manner. Okay, next thing we have to we need to read from keyboard, then after that we have to convert into date object. Here write date d1 is equal to, I can go in this manner, object SDF then dot followed by here I can actually parse it. I can be parsing the given string. I can parse here. Okay, object STF.parse followed by, I can go with the object scan, then dot read line. So it can be reading it. Next line I take here. So it can be reading the data from keyboard. So what happens here, I am going to be just formatting it. Okay, this requires here try catch block. So every time writing try catch block may be difficult. Therefore, what you do here, just write throws exception. This can solve our problem. The method is going to be throwing here exception, like this we write here. So with this, what happens, instead of writing try catch block, we write here throws exception. So whenever this method is run, that may be throwing the exception. Okay, so whatever code they write, they need to handle that code in that case. So therefore here I have written throws exception, this may throw exception. Then here I am reading the next line from the keyboard here, that I am converting into date. Now here I go with another date formatter class, SimpleDate format. Okay, I can go with the SimpleDate format. Object s equal to here new SimpleDate formatter. SimpleDate format, and here inside this I would like to specify the EEE. That means it's going to be printing character day of the week. Followed by here I just want to go with DD, then followed by MM, then followed by YYY notation. In this notation, I would like to print it. Okay, once I read it, after reading, I just want to convert this into, I want to print on the screen. System.out.println. The date you have entered is, take like this, then put a plus symbol here, followed by, here we take it as, okay, we need to format it. For formatting, we require here object s, then dot, it is what here, format. You can go with the format here, followed by D1. So I'm going to be formatting and printing the result. This is the code with the help of this. Here what I do, I can actually read data from keyboard using the scanner object. Then as per the given format, I need to enter data. Month first I should enter, then followed by day, and then followed by year. So with that, when I enter data, it is converted to here a data object, date object. So once date object is created using another formatter, I am trying to print in a different way. I want to get here character day of the week, followed by day I want to get, MM I want to get, and year also I want to get. So therefore here, let us see what it prints for us. And at the bottom, I need to close the scanner. Object scan, object s, object scan only, I think that is. Object scan, the dot, this is going to be here, close. Whatever object is created, open, that we have to close. We are closing it. Now just try to run this here. It says, please enter data in MMDD by notation. So today's only we enter. It is 101, followed by enter here 27, then this is 2018. I press enter key. So what it says, the date you have entered is Monday 27/1. This is what 1018 it is giving. Actually it should be 2018 we should get here. So it's giving us here 27/01. 1018 it's giving, that is wrong, it should give actually 2018. Why it is, we can find out, but overall it's printing there. It's printing actually the day, the month and year also it should get, but some problem is that, what is the problem, we need to find out. So therefore what is happening here, we input data in the day, month, day and year formats, while whenever we are printing it, we are going with the day, month and year format. Understood this, Philip?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's basically using a function within a function,
yes.
So I'm fine.
Here it is what parse is basically to convert the given string into date. Format is basically to convert the given date to string. These two functions you have to use. So with the help of parse, whatever string you have, you convert it to data object, and using format function or format method, you can convert the given date into which one? String format. So like this, you can convert between string to date and date to string. Just pay attention on this point. Here, see, I have two simple date format objects. One is actually month, day and year. The other one is what here? EEE followed by DD, MM, Y notation. So with that notation, it is going to be printing for us. It can print with that. Okay. So next thing is what here? We actually created scanner object that is pointing to keyboard. Then we enter here data. Whatever data you enter, in what format we enter, month, day and year is the format we enter. So after that, that is saved in the data object, nothing but D1. So once that is available in data object, I am trying to print again the date whatever you entered in a different format. This time I want to get actually the day of the character day of the week, followed by I want to get their month, year, and one more thing is what day. All things I am getting there. So using two different classes. One is called scanner, other one is here. We have a class called as SimpleDate format. Another, of course, date class you have. With the help of that, we are achieving it. Any questions on this program?
No, I'm fine. Makes sense.
Yes. Okay. So this is what basically it's a date for date purpose. We are using it. Okay. Do you have time to do any assignments if I give you, Philip?
At the moment, no, because I get up at 5 in the morning and I don't get back till 7 o'clock at night. So.
Okay, you don't have time.
I understand what you've done anyway. It's not rocket science. It's quite straightforward.
Correct. Yes. Okay. Now next thing here, it's going to be. Yeah, we talk now about actually the if condition. Okay, so we are going to look into the if condition, how if works. Let us see. Normally, if condition is something like this. We have if followed by expression. Okay, if expression is returning a true value, you can execute statement of statements. So else here you can go with again statement of statements. Depending on the number of statements, you can use curly brackets. If there are more statements, curly bracket usage is required. If there is only one statement you have to execute, in such case you don't require any curly brackets. Okay, so this is what here if condition. And if condition basically something like this. Here, if you have followed by expression, this is going to be logical expression or a Boolean expression that can be returning a true value or false value. So if it is true, these statements they get executed. When it is false, it may execute this one. Okay, else is not mandatory always. Sometimes we can skip else also. If the condition is getting satisfied, you execute statements. In such cases, there is no scenario of else there. Else may not be required always. Suppose that the condition is met, in that case you may process statements or you may execute statements. When condition is not met, you just want to leave like that. So in such cases, else part actually you can avoid. Else can be avoided if you don't want to. If you don't want to execute anything when the given condition is failing with the if condition. So here you have if condition followed by one statement or more than one statement. At the end you have here else followed by you have some other statements. So like this you can use if else. Okay, you can use if else with help of that you can do actually conditional branching of the code.
One quick question.
Yes.
With the last example we did with exception, but we didn't do any try catch.
Yes, because here I have written throws exception.
So where does it go for the exception then? For
yes, no, I mean what I'm saying actually, when I define a method like this, I'm indicating to the other programmers, this may throw exception, handle it. Okay, whenever
okay.
this method is called, they need to put in the try catch block in that case.
Right. Okay, makes sense.
So this way actually I'm giving some kind of indication. This may fail. This method may not succeed always. This may fail. This may introduce some runtime error. So be careful with that. Like actually I say here, throws exception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So next thing is here what if condition. So for that purpose, what we do is I enter here 2 days. Okay, I am going to enter here 2 days. So that is what date of birth. I can enter here date of birth. Then similarly, okay, I enter here date of birth. That much only I enter. Another one I take system date. System date I take. When somebody enters here date of birth, it should give us whether the candidate is eligible to apply for a job or not. To apply for a job, the minimum age is say some 21 years. If one is not attaining 21 years of age, one is not eligible to, apply for that particular job. So therefore, here we enter date of birth. Then automatically, as per the date of birth, we need to find out whether the given candidate can go for exam or not. Depending on the which value, depending on the date of birth and current date, we need to find out. So here we use the if condition. Getting my point here, Philip? Hello, Philip? Okay, next thing is here what? Date comparison. Philip, are you listening me? Ganesh? Okay. So this is going to be here a date comparison trying to make in this. Now I create here a new class. Compare dates. This is going to be the name of the class in which we have a main method. Here write import, then write java.util.star. Okay, one is sufficient for us because here inside this you have date class as well as scanner class, but we require formatter also. Here write import java.text.star. Even text also we use. So those two statements we have. One is util, other one is text. Okay, now what I do exactly, I input date from keyboard. Then after that, I pick actually current system date and time. Then here I would like to find out whether the candidate is eligible for applying for the job or not, depending on the dates. So depending on dates, I can be comparing that particular thing. Now here, let me do that. Okay. So how to find out that? Here write simple date format. Okay. Okay, I go with the SFD1. This is equal to here. Write it as new simple date format. Here I put this one as dd/mm/yyyy. In this notation, would like to enter date. It should be day, month, and year. Like that, I'm going to take it. Similarly, I just want to go with the date object. Date, DOB, date, then write C date. This is equal to here new date. That can give you current date and time. Okay, it's going to be current date and time. And here also we put throws exception. We say it as throws exception here. This may throw exception. The next thing, we need to read data from the keyboard. So declare scanner object as this is new scanner. Here we write system.in. Okay, we write this as here system.in. Next we have to read from keyboard for this. We need to read from keyboard for this particular thing. Therefore here write DOB, this equal to, we go with the SFD, then dot, here it is parse. This can give you date from this. We can go with the parse, then here we'll be finding out. So what we do here, we do in this way, SFD.parse followed by, here it is, object s, then dot, read line. Next line we take here. But we should give a prompt to the user to enter data. Here write after this, system dot, then out dot println. Please enter date in dd/mm/yyyy notation. Okay, in this notation, one has to enter the date. So once date is entered, we need to be converted into this format here. Okay, we are going to be converting into that format. Now we have to compare here. So go with the here C date dot. Do we have any subtraction operation in this? Let us see. Okay, any subtraction do we have here? We try to find out. Subtract is not available, but after you have, before also you have here. You have after as well as before, you have those things. Get year you have with the help of that get year, probably you can find out here. You have a get year, with the help of get year, you can get that particular thing. Okay, here write int. We take like this here, we can take int n years. We are going to take it as n years. This equal to, here I write, it is basically C date dot get years, get year. I can be getting the year from that. Minus, what I do, I can go with DOB dot, again get year. You can take the get year even there also. So we find out, we try to find out here the difference between the years. Okay.
It's saying the function's deprecated.
Yes. No, deprecated, but still you can use it. No issue with that. Though it is deprecated, but still we can be using that particular thing. No problem with that.
Does
It's
that mean it's
giving
not
here.
phased out at a later date?
What Philip?
Deprecation means that they're going to stop using it soon.
Yes. No longer they are using it. Outdated that method is. Okay. But there can be other ways also. We try to look into that. That may not be efficient to use something like that. They say. So get here you have like this. Fine. C date dot. Then how to get date from that? We have to check in that case. So we need to have some mechanism to extract only year from the given date. But there is no mechanism in this. So how definitely we have to go with deprecated mechanism, or else you have to go with some other formatting mechanism. Like here, simple date format. Okay. SFD years. This equal to here new simple date format, followed by here you can do with the YYY years only. You are going to print in such cases that we use. So next step is what we have to retrieve data from that.
Yeah.
So therefore here we have to take like this integer dot parse int. Delete this. So here write int n years. Write it integer dot parse int. Okay. We go with the integer dot parse int. Then first of all we have to get the SFD years, the dot followed by format. We go with the format here. Format, then this is here what C date. Okay. Then here we go with the minus in this. C date minus we take in the same manner. We'll be using some other thing here. We can use here DOB, date of birth. DOB. Then here we try to retrieve it. Put a semicolon there. So it's going to give here now years. Right? In this case, if condition you use. You can use here if condition, if n years greater than or equal to say 21. Therefore here we print system dot out dot println okay eligible, else not eligible. Like this you can write. Here I am not using any square curly brackets. Without curly brackets we are writing, since both if and else have the only one statement. So here I write it as not eligible. It is what exactly here not eligible, then we remove else. So using this we can find out whether the candidate is eligible to cast vote or not. Whether the candidate is eligible to apply for a job or not. Then followed by dot, here it is close. In the ending you have to close it. Now when we run this, what happens, see here, we need to input the date in the DDMMYY notation. After that, what exactly we do, we try to find out the difference between the two dates. In years we are going to get. If number of years greater than or equal to 21, in such case eligible, otherwise not eligible. Like this, it's going to be working for us. Okay, what it says here, please enter date in MMDDYY notation, DDMMYY notation. So let us enter this one. We enter 10/10/1980. It says eligible. Reason, it is 2017, 2018. So it is about 37 years. Therefore, it says eligible. So once again, if we run here, okay, I want to enter here 10, 10 followed by 2010. What it says? It says not eligible here. So reason is what? The difference between the 10-10-2010 current date is going to be just 8 years. Therefore, it's not eligible. So using if condition, we've done it here. Just look at the code once, please.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Now, here what I do, just can we wait for 5 minutes, please?
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah. I'll get a cup of tea.
Yes. Using SimpleDate format, and with this, we enter date of birth. Then from the current date, we are comparing both things. Then we get here result as eligible or not eligible. Depending on the date, what we entered, we get like this. So these clauses are very, very important clauses. Date clause and SimpleDate format is also very, very important clause for us. Okay. And if you look at earlier code, if you go with the date manipulation, and inside this, if you see, we are using here 3 times EEE, 4 times we are using EEE like this. It means it's going to give you the character day of the week with all letters in the given day. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, it can give you all the characters in the given date. So this is basically formatting characters we say. DD is nothing but date, MM is for month, YYY is for basically, it is for year. If you want to go with month also, you can go in this. Now let us try to put the month also in this. In the compare dates, we can go with here month also. Let us try to simply print what we entered here. Okay, that is only for years. Now in this I define one more format. SimpleDate format, date with months. I specify like this. Followed by here, I use 4 is, then it is here MMM like this 4 M's I use. Followed by it is DD, then slash MM, followed by here Y like this I use. With this I would like to print the given date. I want to print the given date with this. New SimpleDate format. Okay, like this we do it. Then we try to print the date here. System.out.println. Here write the DOB is. Okay, then here try to print date with month, then followed by dot, it is format, followed by enter here this as DOB. We enter here DOB, like this we try to print it. So just let us run this now. I enter 10 followed by it is year, so 2000 I enter. Now what it says exactly, the DOB is Tuesday, October 10-10-2000. So when you go with MMM 4 times, when you go with MMM, it's giving you full month name also. In the character format, it's giving for us. You can look at this piece of code here. EE is basically for printing character day of the week, and MMMM basically means for here printing the month in the the character month we print there. 10, 10, 2000 is going to be in the normal digits format, but this is what here character format. 10th month is actually October, so it's printing October, it's printing even Tuesday. So like this, you can actually format the given date. While entering you can do, while printing also you can use them.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's part of Oracle kind of functions, really.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Close all this one. Next one in this is, we can go with if condition, if else. But here, what I do, something like this I have here. I would like to input, I want to input here student marks. I want to input student marks here. The next thing is here, depending on the number of marks. Okay, so depending on the marks here, if marks in every subject, marks greater than or equal to 40, student passes, else fails. This is the condition I am going to use. We need to input student marks. In every subject, when marks are greater than or equal to 40, student has to pass, else student has to fail. Like that we write. Also we have to calculate here division or grade. Grade is something like this. It should be pass, and other thing is what? Marks, total marks. Total greater than or equal to 80, then it is what? Distinction. Okay, it pass and total. So this is what? Greater than or equal to 60. This is what here? First division. If it is pass and total greater than or equal to 50%, so 50%. So this is what here? Second, like this. It is what here? Second. In the same way, when result is pass and total less than 50, that is what here? Third. Else what should happen? Result fail. So grade is also grade nil. Like this we need to calculate. We have to input 3 subjects marks, mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, and we need to enter student name. Then from that we need to find out result, whether the candidate is getting passed or failed. Further we have to write the code. Okay, here the project name is student result. And finish here. Okay, this is student result. Then here I can go with the new, then here create a class. Class name is result. This contains here a main method finish. Now here write import java.util then .star. As usual we use. Okay, now in this, what I do is I need to input the numbers. So for that purpose, I require definitely scanner object. Here it is new scanner, followed by here system.in. So using this, we created here a scanner object. It is here a scanner object. With the help of that, we read from the keyboard. Next here int m1, m2 and m3. Also one more is here total. These are the integer objects we take. Similarly, we require here some string followed by STR result. I don't initialize this, like this only we take. So now depending on the condition, we need to find out here result. So STR result equal to, here it is some empty string initially we assign. Now let us try to calculate the, first of all let us input total, followed by we calculate total as well as here say the the result, and one more is here what, grade. It is here STR grade. Even this is also empty, like this we take. So depending on the marks, depending on the total, we need to get result as well as grade. Now here let us input data from the keyboard. Completely in the ending, object scan, then dot, here it is close. We need to close in the ending. I am going to close it. Also right here on the top, let us write this as here throws exception. Throws exception. Let us put like that. It's going to throw the exception. Now here let us read from the keyboard. Scanner, object scan equal to new scanner. Then here we need to read data for M1, M2, M3. And also we need to calculate here total. Now write system dot here out dot println. Please enter subject 1 marks. Okay, then here try to read. So M1 equal to, we write it as object scan, then dot in this next int. We read next integer data. Similarly, we go with the next one. Enter subject 2 marks we put here, but this time it is M2 we take. Also we put here, this is M3 now, subject 3 marks, and this is here M3. We read here for 3 different subjects. Now, based on these M1, M2, M3, we need to go for finding out total. Here write total equal to, we write it as M1 plus M2 plus M3. We do this. Now similarly, we need to find out result. Here write STR result equal to, using here a conditional operator, we can find out M1 greater than or equal to 40 and M2 greater than or equal to 40 and here M3 greater than or equal to 40. So what we do here, depending on this data, we have to here find out. So what we write here, result is going to be either pass or it is here fail. Depending on the condition, this is going to happen. So this may assign a true value or false value with this. Using a question mark operator, conditional operator, we could do it. So it's going to compare for this. So if the condition is getting satisfied, a pass is assigned here, otherwise a fail will be getting assigned here. Okay. So here another thing, we have used this mechanism. Same conditional operator, even we can use for finding out grade also. Even for grade, we can use same thing. So how we do that, see. STR grade. This is equal to, what I do here, very first thing is, result must be pass. So therefore, here I take result, STR result, okay, dot, I go with the compare to. I can use here compare to string, then here in double quotes I put it as pass. Like this I'm trying to do it. Okay, so here if it is giving a 0 for us, so if it is giving 0 for us, it means this is getting satisfied. In such cases, what we have to do is, we need to further go with this. Otherwise, we go with the fail here. Fail equal to 0. Here, what we do, the grade is here nil. Else, if that condition is not getting satisfied, we can try in this manner. else here. So we go with the total. Total greater than or equal to how much it is. There are 3 subjects, 120 we need to take. So therefore 80 you take, 80 3s or 240 you take here. This as 240. If that condition is getting satisfied, what we do here, we are going to assign this as say distinction. Like this we put it. This is wrong. Suppose that is wrong. Once again you can compare in the same way. So what we put here we are going to write it as greater than or equal to 180. So in such cases we write this as here, instead of putting distinction here. Now this time it is first we put. Okay, if that is wrong, therefore what we do here, we try to compare again. So first division, this is going to be here, next second division we put here. Greater than or equal to 150. It is what exactly? This is going to be here. So this is here, second we put. Okay, then here again, we go with this, then print here, if it is greater than or equal to, so here it is what? Second, then otherwise this is going to be third only. We have only 3 divisions, up to third only, we are going to consider that. So therefore, it will be here third. Like this, we can write the required code. So here what we do exactly, we are using conditional operator. With the help of that, we can find out here first, second, third. Like this, the code is written by us here. It can find out the given the grade for us. Just run the application. Okay, enter subject 1 marks. We enter it as some 99. Second subject marks 98 we enter. Third subject marks we enter 99. So result must be distinction, but we are not printing anything here. You cannot see anything. We need to print here the result. Here write system dot out dot println. Right here, result is, result we put here followed by in this plus STR result. Okay, so in the next line here it is. Here we write this as grade. It is here STR grade. Okay, STR grade, we write it. So enter subjects 1 marks 99, then we enter 90 here. And next step is going to be 99. So result is pass, grade is distinction. We got like this. Again we run here this one. We enter 99 marks. Then we enter again 99 marks. But this time enter only 2 marks. What happens? Result C. It says result fail and grade is nil. So like this program is working. Here we are not using any if condition, but we using here conditional operator. We could do it. Just we use a question mark operator, conditional operator. Based on that, we are finding it.
Yep, it's fine. Straightforward.
Yes, so, I mean, sometimes like this also you can use. So Java is actually very rich in operators. In number of ways, you can write the code. In whatever way you're comfortable, normally you can use it. Okay. So this is giving you basically the result. Same code you can write using if-else condition also. If else, with that also you can do it. So let us try to implement the same with that. What, Philip?
Can we use a switch as well?
Yes,
Case
switch we
statement.
cannot use in this case. In the case of switch, what happens basically, you have to use exact numbers, but here it's not exact number. Greater than or equal to we have taken in this. Correct?
Yeah.
If it is at regular interval, in that case probably you can use switch case. So, but here it is what, it's not regular interval, it can be in this range, above or equal to 240 we say. If it is some 245, you cannot do anything with the switch.
Agreed. It's an if statement really, isn't it?
Yes. Let us try to do even one such example with that also. So we try to do that one also with switch case. Okay. What I do for that, I go with the close all. Here I try to go with the Java project, arrays with switch, like this. Click on next and finish. So I'm going to do like this here. So this is what arrays with switch. I'm going to make some application that is for arrays with switch. Right click on this here, then click on the SRC, go with new here, new class. Switch example. The class name is switch example. This contains here a main method. Okay. This time I try to use some random class. Import java.util.star. Java.util.star I am using here. So this time I would like to use some random class. Now here I just create random object. Random object R&D is equal to new random. I can create here a random object. Also I want to create here some string. So suppose it's picking some, say, number, the number is picking actually randomly. What we do, that we are going to print in the string format. Need not be random, you can even use the keyboard also. Here what I do, I can create an array. Up to 10 only we should enter. So it is going to be a string like this, string array I declare here. String followed by nums equal to here I enter this way. It is 0, then followed by here it is 1, then we use here 2, then this is 3, then we go with the 4. Okay, not required. Fine, this is not required, array is also not required. We created here a random object. So when we create a random object here in this, what I do, int num, I'm going to create here num equal to, in this object R&D dot next int, we take up to 11. 11 means you can pick actually numbers from 0 to how much? 10. So using switch case now we can handle it. With the help of switch case we can handle now that particular thing. Go with the switch here. Switch followed by here put num. Switch and num here. Inside this now let us try to AND. Case 0. So right here system dot out dot println, it is 0. Okay, then this is break. The same manner you can try with 1, 2, 3, 4 also. So you can put it as here just 1, it is 1. Then we go with the 2 here and it is 2. Next step is here 3 you have here. This is what 3. Okay, next thing is this is here 4. This is 4. This is here 5. This is here 6. Okay, like this is going to be, you have a switch case example, and this is 7. We try to put this as here 7. This is 8. This is here 9. We have it as here 9. Okay, so this is an example for switch case. If none of the things are getting matched, you can go with the default. You can go with the default, then here put system.out.println. It is none of them. Like this, you can put. It is none of them. It can put like this. So this is for switch case. So using switch case, either you are going for 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, depending on that, it's going to print value. And I'm using here a random object. It can pick any number from 0 to 10. Here, if you look at this int num equal to object r&d.next int 11, so it can pick a value from 0 to 10. Any number it can pick from in the range from 0 to 10 here. So like this, we have written the code, but I think it is up to 9. We require one more thing, that can be 10 here. When it is 10, you can write this as here, it is 10. Now let us print it. Let us run this. What it prints? It is 8, it is saying. Again when you run, it is 5, it is saying. When you run again, it is 0, it is saying this time. So it is saying 8. It never crosses basically the 11. So it is going to be always 10. It's 9, this time it's set. Okay, so it's saying 0. Different numbers can be given. It's 5, it is saying. Then when you run it, it's 7 also, it is saying sometimes. So it is 10, it is saying. Up to 10 only it can pick numbers, but beyond that it can never pick. This is with the help of the random class. So switch case is basically multi-way branching. You can call it as multi-way branching. In the case of this condition, either one-way branching or it is if and else two-way branching. But whenever you talk about switch case, it's going to be multi-way branching. And the switch case, you can use integers, you can use actually evens, you can use actually true or false, but you cannot use floating point data as far as switch is concerned. Because floating point data is approximate data always, it can never match. Therefore, that can be a problem. So whenever you talk about switch, you can use only integers, or you can use here characters, or you can use true or false, or you can use enumerated type of data. Enumeration is nothing but integral subtype. So those only you can use with the switch case. But whenever you have number of options with the help of the switch case, you can do multi-way branching. It is limitless. How many conditions like this you want to check, you can check. In the case of if else, what happens? When condition is getting satisfied, execute so and so statement. When it's not matching, you can go to else part. It is said in the if else. But when you talk about actually the switch case, here you have multiple options. It is called as multi-way branching. Philip, I think you are aware. Yeah. You are well versed with all these.
Yeah, I've used them before in different languages.
Yes. So this is what here it is basically switch case. Okay. So this is what here in switch case we are doing in this. Now let us work with some, say, one example I try to show you. Here, my requirement is something like this. My requirement is going to be in this manner. I have here, I have a number something like 225. So when I enter 225, its square root is 15. I can call this as 225 as perfect square. Similarly, I have 220. 220 is what exactly? It's not a perfect square. So in such cases, I can add a number to that, or I can subtract a number. I can add 5 to make it perfect square, or I can subtract 24 to make it perfect square. Because when I add 5 to 220, I get 225, that can be perfect square. Similarly, when I subtract from 220 24, I get 196, that can be a perfect square. Also, you can use here 200. In the case of 200, either you can add 25 or you can subtract 4. So this is one scenario for one example it is. Like this, it's applicable for any other number also. So if you enter a number which is perfect square, it should print given number is a perfect square. So when number something like 220 or 200 if you enter, what should happen? It should print it's not a perfect square. You have to add or you have to subtract. Here there are two possibilities. One is 5, other one is 24. You can add 5 or you can subtract 24 in the first case. If you look at second case, you can subtract, you can add 25 or you can subtract 4 here. Okay. So in the 220 case, which one is smaller? 5 is smaller. So you should be adding 5 there. And whenever it comes to 200, it is 25 and 4. It should be subtracting 4 here. So whatever number, smaller number you get, whatever operation is appropriate, that you have to perform there. Getting my point, Philip? So if you look at 220, here you can add 5, but when it is 200, you can be subtracting 4 from that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yes. So for this, you need to write a program. So using that program, you have to achieve this particular thing. How can you do it?
You just gotta do a if statement. Not an if statement. You can test to see if you get a float or an integer on the first value, 225. I suppose. You've got to see if it's a perfect square, and then I don't know. I'd have to give it some thought. You still there?